Alright, so this is the reality of some of my trading days, right? So, terrible day. We should not be up. When you look at this, 720 profit and 640 loss, you know we were doing something bad. So, the first trade, so I'll just go into the day. We'll go into this real quick. Going into the day here, we were up all-time highs, and we just dump and dump and dump. We come find a bottom inside this volume void right here, this gap. We sweep out all those lows, and we then get the first bullish fair value gap, the first bullish fair value gap at all. So we make this fair value gap. I thought we were gonna maybe disrespect it. We hold it and we inverse this. So I jumped in long here, was gonna go to break even here. Would have been break even there. We got stopped out. If I put my stop at the low, I wouldn't have, but that's hindsight, to be honest, because it shouldn't just stop a point away, and it would have closed back below the inverse right here. So that's a loss. My next trade, I get in on this inverse here on the 2-minute, but I waited. So we inversed the 2-minute here, but I waited for this 1-minute fair value gap, so I got in here. So I went long at 91. We were up good, over 200 bucks. I started to think about taking profit at this high because we had a 15-minute fair value gap that we were in at the time, right here. So I was like, you know what? Maybe I should get out of this trade. This long's about to start smacking here. This fair value gap holding, take out the low. Anyone that trades, I kind of wish I traded that concept, to be honest, but it's just didn't work for me. So regardless, I was in this trade. Dang, it was up good, and I was literally moving my take profit to this high. I was dragging on the DOM down, and it hits it, and before I could even process, it goes instantly back down negative. And I'm like, okay, let me not just panic out because we're in this fair value gap. This candle gave me a little bit of hope, and then this one made me realize, yep, it's not going to work, and I think it went down further. I cut it because my stop loss was down here. So I just cut the trade because it was like, you know what? So I lost 200 there. So I was down like $100 something. Let's see if that adds up to with what this is saying. So yeah, we lost 185. Where do we make this 200? Because this was BS. 1009. 1009. We went what? Long or short? We bought at 77. 877. 87. Wait, so 16. So 909, 910. So we sold. So we bought and we sold. So we went long at 77. 77. 77. I'm not sure. 09. Wait, I'm so confused. I've got to watch back the video and this is the thing, I should know exactly what trades I'm taking, so it's crazy that I don't. 1008. Why did okay, I've got to just watch this back. This is really stupid trading. Wow, this value gap is holding like crazy. Again, I wish I traded this because holy moly, dude. Wow, I wish I traded on fair value gap taps, to be honest. Inverses work good. I just wish I could do both. But let's not worry about that. I'm trying to figure out, okay, so somehow I was down 200 something, then I made back 200, so now I'm down 80, and then I get into that long here, 21. So yeah, we get into that long here, we were in it, we lose, we get stopped out, and then now I got back into this inverse, with two freaking, or no, I didn't even do that. I didn't even do that. I shorted here on this inverse. I don't know why. I just shorted because I was upset, lost again, and then I jumped in with two full contracts on this fair value gap break here and got out when I was positive on the day. Just really bad trading. Remove that. Just really bad. I haven't done that stuff in so long. So it's kind of just, it's really just sad to see myself do that because that's just no good. So we just inverse both of these fair value gaps. So that would be, we don't have a 15-minute. Huh. But we're rejecting this, dude. Imagine you're in a trade holding to the high. Just rejects from here. See, that would happen if I was in the trade. I don't think that will happen here. But regardless, so yeah, I mean, just this trade here is not terrible, but it's just like, whatever. I shouldn't lose. Like, I shouldn't have lost 180 on a trade that my break even was 7 points away. Like, that's just not good enough. This trade here, I could have taken profit there or gone break even here. Probably should have scaled something. I was up 19 points. Why does it do that, bro? I was up like over 20 points. I should have taken some profit. I was trying to, and it just reversed. Whatever. Is what it is. And then this trade, to the downside, this trade is just stupid. I mean, just like, dude, just being honest, bro. It's like, what am I doing? Like, really, what am I doing? And since we're so bullish, this thing should just hold. Like, what I found when we're really bullish is these fair value gaps just hold, right? So maybe if we have something drawing underneath it, like this 3 minute, maybe we want that 3 minute, but it should just hold off that 1 minute. Yeah, it's just like, what am I doing, you know? Like, I'm just kind of like throwing away progress and wasting time and wasting days and building bad habits. I mean, it just can't happen. It just cannot happen. Come into the day and just trade stupid and just not getting better. It's just a disservice to myself. Really, I'm really just holding myself back. You know, just doing stupid stuff. I mean, it's just kind of sad. It's like, what am I doing? Why am I sabotaging myself in progress? Why am I worrying about things I can't control? Why am I worrying about losses so much? Why am I worrying about making money back? I mean, just emotionally getting back into something. It's like revenge trading is never gonna make me profitable long term. You know, increase in size is not gonna make me profitable long term. I mean, there's just certain things that are just so dumb. And sometimes it's frustrating because it's just like, you don't even know why. Like, why? I don't know. So I really just hope I can fix these issues. I'm gonna do not a series, but I guess kind of like a series every week, like on a Saturday. I'm gonna post, maybe Sunday, Saturday, Sunday. I'll see. Because I record all my executions. I don't really post them because most of the time I'm playing music and I just don't feel like editing, speeding them up because it'll take a little bit. I'm not just gonna upload a 30-minute video of the chart moving. But but every weekend now I want to post a review of like every setup I take. Or not even setup, every trade execution. And I'll show all the issues, all the mistakes and whatever. And I'll just speed them up, whatever, and I'll post them every week so I can see, like, what am I doing every week? Am I getting better? Am I taking better setups? Am I holding better? And then that's how I'm gonna start journaling, like, throughout the week. How many setups did I take? Or how many trades did I take? How many were good setups? How many were proper size? How many did I hold the TP? Like, stuff like that. So I can just really start seeing, and then it's like if I see the data in front of me, I can keep myself more accountable. Because again, it's just like what I'm doing is just not good enough. I would fully expect this for value gap to hold. Bullish. Yeah, it's just like what I'm doing is just not good enough at all. And it's just like some of the issues I have is like, why do I care so much about losing, right? It's like I'm looking at this, I'm frustrated because like I wish I somehow traded this fair value gap because we sweep out the low, we displace higher, we hold the fair value gap. Like, I don't trade that. That's not my model. It's fine. It's like, you know what I mean? It shouldn't matter to me. But it's like I feel like I'm missing out on something. And I'm just not. Because I look at this too, and this is a big move. This is a, like, dang near 80-point move. Like, that's just like, that's beautiful. But at the same time, like, I can catch big moves too. But you don't need the whole thing anyways. But it's just like, what am I doing, bro? And this video is kind of all over the place, and I'm not really even reviewing the session. I'll do that in a second, but it's just like, what am I doing? Like, why am I throwing away an opportunity to get better and build good habits? So I've just got to, it's disrespectful to myself, and honestly to people around you when you go against what you know you should be doing. And it's just kind of selfish. What I'm doing is selfish. And I need to fix it. So, what do I need to do? What do I need to change? I cannot. And I need to just build good habits, focus on good habits. So, what does that entail? It means I only take my A plus setups. Just eliminate all the BS. A plus setups only. It's like I know what I need to do. I'm really going to have a hard look at myself and really focus on these mistakes and really dial in, because at the end of the day, what am I doing? Like, I'm just wasting my time if I don't put things into practice and actually, try and just try and get better, because I'm just wasting my time, really. I'm just wasting my time if I keep doing this way. And I just can't get discouraged. Like, I can't get discouraged when something doesn't work. It's like I need to have more confidence in losing. I need to have more joy for losing, because it should just be, oh, I lost. Okay, I'll win the next trade, or I'll find another trade. But I have I just must not have any confidence in my knowledge of my trades, because if I'm so afraid to lose, that tells you something. If you're afraid to lose, it means that you don't think you'll win enough. And I should know that I can win enough to where I shouldn't be afraid of losing. So it's just like that's a big sign, is that I clearly don't trust myself to win enough. So, and that's got to change. I got to trust that my system works, because it does. I got to trust that I know what I'm doing, because I do. I can read price good. I understand price. I do need to do some learning. But it's just like if I do the things that I know will help me, if I practice only good habits, and I only take good trades, and I hold properly, I will be profitable. I've got to believe that. I've got to believe that 110% that I will be profitable. I have to believe that what I'm doing works, because it does. I just have to start believing it, start doing it, start living like it. Because it just will work, right? I'm gonna look back through this week and see the trades I took, and see if I would have held them properly. But it's just like I'm skewing my data, because I'm taking bad trades sometimes, but also on the good trades I don't hold right. So on my good trades I don't win like I need to. So that when I lose, it overshadows my winning. But I mean, this is just an honest look into just how I feel at this point trading. It's just like I know it's going to work. I know I can get better, but I'm just holding myself back doing stupid things, just making mistakes I shouldn't make. And it just feels so like you just feel stuck. Like I just feel stuck right now, stuck doing stupid stuff. I just feel stuck in the break even phase. I just feel stuck on the eval phase. It's like I know I can do so much more, but I just put too much weight on each day instead of the process. I put too much weight on this trade instead of the process. I just put too much weight on this loss I put too much weight on this win than the actual process. It needs to just be streamlined. Um, I just have to do better, bro. That's really all it is. It's just I need more trust. I need more faith in my ability. I need more faith in the process. And just put my head down and just kind of accept that, you know, accept that's gonna be hard. Like I can't just turn profitable instantly. Like it's gonna take a while. I'm gonna have to do small size for a while. Like it's going to take time to get to where I want to be, and that's fine because I'm here for the process. I need to remember that. It's like I need to be more open to losing because it helps me learn. I can't just be I can't be so focused on losing or winning that I don't learn anymore. I can't stop learning because I'm afraid of losing. I need to lose and learn from it. I need to lose and be like, okay, why did that lose? And not be, okay, how can I make this back? Because you don't need to make it back. You just need to learn from your loss. If you can't learn from the mistake, then you might as well just not do whatever you're doing because then you're just losing for no reason. And I don't like to lose for no reason. I like to lose for the purpose of getting better. And if I just, focus on winning and making money back, then I'm losing for no reason. So no one wants to be a loser for no reason. It doesn't make any sense. And it's just like, dude, this is the reality of trading is just like, this is just a frustrating journey and industry, whatever. I mean, honestly, props to anyone that's doing this. Like I said, like I tell people that I know and my friends and stuff, it's like I would never tell anyone to do this because it's just so hard. It's just so hard. It really is. So I would just never tell anyone to do it because I just know that most people cannot do this because I can barely do this. I will do it. I will get better, but if it's this hard for me, then I know how hard it is for everyone else. And you know what? I think this is kind of a wake-up call. I need to I'm going to put more reps in terms of, I'm going to learn a little bit more. Again, I don't want to oversaturate myself, but I'm going to start learning again consistently, put in time. And this is another thing about trading is it's just like, and any skill, it's like when you don't know how to do something, it feels impossible. And I'm just going to be honest, it feels impossible for me to control my emotions, control my psychology, control the revenge trading. It genuinely feels impossible. And that's the hard part about anything you're learning, any skill. It's like when I was playing soccer and growing up, it's like, if you're familiar with the term juggling, like juggling a soccer ball, you kind of kicking it up with your feet. When I first started trying to learn how to juggle a soccer ball, it felt impossible. And you just show up and show up and show up and show up and keep trying, keep trying, keep trying. And it gets easier, gets easier. You become a master at it. And it's like things just feel impossible when you're learning. And I need it, and I know that's like, that's why I'm glad that I've done a lot of things where you have to learn in life. Because if you don't know how to learn, when the opportunity comes to try and learn in something, you're gonna fail and you're gonna quit because you don't understand that you're just learning, and that's not impossible. Because things feel impossible when you're learning them if you don't know what it feels like to learn something. If that makes sense. And I know everyone's learned something. Everyone knows how to read. Everyone knows how to speak English. Or not. Everyone that's watching this and can understand me obviously speaks English. It's like, so everyone's learned, but has anyone learned something that, they didn't have to learn, right? Like in school, you have to learn, right? You might not be the smartest person. You might not be whatever, but you kind of have to learn. I mean, you have to learn a little bit, get through class, whatever. But then it's those people that want to become a engineer, right? That's hard. They have to learn at a high level. They have to do things that are hard, and it's just like learning sucks, but it's really rewarding because think about once I master trading, right? You'll never master it, but once you master holding your trades, your entry, the days you do trade, the days you don't trade, your experience, blah blah. Okay, cool. Like you jump in this trade here and you hold in, and I'm just able to have a conversation because I know it's gonna hit my target, or I don't care if it doesn't, it comes down. It's like once you get to that level, I mean, it becomes easy. Things become easy once you learn them, but the learning process is so unbelievably unforgiving. And that's the thing, again, like with trading, it's just because it's so emotional, right? It's not like a sport where it's like, you can't succeed at all if you're not the best or if you're not winning. Like you can have fun playing sport. You can't really have fun trading. I gotta have fun trading, but you can't have fun trading if you're not getting better or being successful. So it's just like, it's like, I'm trying to get out of them because I have to start believing more in what I'm doing, but I have to get out of the mindset of this isn't possible. Because some days, and you take a great win, blah, blah, whatever. It's like, oh my gosh, like, it clicks. It's like, oh, well, this works. This is possible. Everything feels possible. And then you have a day where it's just like everything goes wrong and you trade bad and then just like it feels impossible. It's like I'm never going to get my emotions down. I'm never going to trade properly. Does my strategy even work? Like, what is wrong with me? Like, why am I looking at this and thinking this is a good trade and it's not? And it's like, it just feels impossible. And trading is just learning how to fight those thoughts in your head of failure. It's really just battling failure. You have to learn how to be so confident in yourself because it's an industry that's like so uncertain. It's so like trading's a space where it's like you don't know. It gives you trust issues. At least for me, I don't know about for most people, but for me, it's like sometimes like, man, does this guy even actually trade, or is he just selling a course? Like, does this strategy even work, or does he just, And the reality is, there's a lot of scammers, but there's a lot of people that actually are trading and actually making money, actually good. It's a lot of good information. But it's like when you start trying to do it and it doesn't work, you think like, oh my gosh, like this doesn't work. Everyone's scamming. Nobody actually makes money trading. Like it's all luck. It's like whatever, you have to be a genius. So you start doubting yourself because you try and you fail, and then you start looking for reasons why it's not your fault. You look like, oh, this guy's a scammer. This guy doesn't work, blah, blah, blah. But some people are scammers, but it's like, no, this guy works. This strategy works. This person makes money. It's just you don't have that experience. You don't have that time. And everyone has to do it. Nobody comes into trading and just is a freaking beast at their emotions. Nobody gets into trading and is like, yeah, oh, no, I'm not gonna worry about it if it hits my stop loss. Like, it's part of the process. Nobody does that. No, nobody can. It's not possible. And nobody just jumps in and has market experience where they go, oh yeah, I know, because the draw on liquidity is here, and then when we do this, and this, then we're gonna go here, and that's where I'll enter. Nobody comes in and does that. It's like, yeah, some people might do it quicker, but nobody. Everyone will be where you're at some point. Wherever you're at in your journey, someone has been there and gotten through to the other side. And that's the thing I have to really understand is like and you can't, like, sometimes I'm like, man, if I don't get this soon, like, maybe I'll just build so many bad habits I'll never recover. It's like, no, you don't want to build bad habits, but it's never irreversible damage, right? Like, you can always make a change, you can always improve, you can always get better. So it's just like, you can't compare your journey to anyone else's. You can't compare anything. You just have to show up, put in the work, and try and get better every day. And that's all it is, man. It's just so, like, it's just mentally draining. And honestly, today is like, it's not even a charting session. It's more of just like I can't wait to look back at this video, all the other videos, and just be like, man, like, I'm so glad I kept going. I'm so glad I kept working. I'm so glad I believed in myself. I'm so glad that I pushed through, because I know, like, I know I'm going to be a profitable trader. I know I'm going to make money trading. I know I'm going to look back. I know it's going to happen. I know. Like, I can just see it. I can feel it. Like, I know it's going to happen, but it's like, then you're sitting there and you're like, what if it doesn't? But I know it is, and I know I'm going to look back and be like, man, like, honestly, in the future me, I know future me is going to be so proud of myself for what I'm doing, because future me knows, like, when I'm there and I'm making my trading, it's like, the future me didn't do that. It was me right now, me last year in July when I started trading, me in December, me dropping out of school and working and living at home and trading, like, all this stuff, bro. Like, I just got a plan that I just have a plan and a goal and a vision that, like, maybe nobody else understands, right? There's gonna be a lot of people that make a lot more money than me. There's gonna be a lot of people that, whatever, do it a lot quicker than me. But this is my space, this is my plan, this is my journey, this is what I'm doing, and it's just like, and even right now, why in the future when I'm making money, I'm proud of myself right now for. I mean, there's so many days where I have a day and I'm like, I need to quit trading. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I need to find something else. Like, this is never gonna work. I have so many days. I have so many daily loss limit days where I lose my funded account. I've never even passed a funded account, bro. And it's like, I have so many bad days that I pick myself up from. So many days where the hour after I finish trading, it's like, I question everything. What am I doing? I'm terrible. There's all this negative self-talk, and I'm proud of myself now for keep doing this, because I don't know many people that would be in my shoes and be able to do what I'm doing. And I'm not trying to, whatever, boost my ego, whatever. Like, genuinely, like, and that's the thing, is most people don't need to. Like, nobody needs to do this. No one needs to prove that they can trade. No one needs to make money trading. It's just like, I'm proud of the ability that I have to put in work and stick to a plan that maybe doesn't make sense to anyone else, because maybe it doesn't make sense for someone to just live at home. I'm just turned 20. Like, I've been out of high school for 2 years. Maybe it doesn't make sense for someone to spend 10 months trading, not make a single dollar. Maybe it doesn't make sense for someone to, literally live at home and trade and know that's going to work. Maybe it doesn't make sense. And sometimes at times it doesn't make sense for me, but I'm proud that I keep going because I can't fail if I don't give up. I mean, you just can't fail. You can't fail if you don't give up. It's like, that's the hard part. Is it's like, I know I'm not going to give up trading, but it's like, and I know my strategy works, but sometimes you're like, man, I need to just switch strategies and that will solve everything. It's like, it's not the strategy. I know it's not the strategy. And the way I can prove it's not the strategy is if I get my emotions down. And that's what I need to do because honestly, that's a good way to look at it is I need to get my emotions down so I can see what is working and what's not working. I need to figure out what is working with my strategy because if I execute only good setups, like if I really like the setup, I'm like, this is good, I would be glad to lose here because that gives me valuable information, a valuable lesson. I need to only take good setups and hold properly. And then if it's just not working, it's just not working. If I'm not being emotional, I'm not doing this, that, I can see, okay, it's not working. Let me learn. Let me get better. But if it does work, great. Now I'm profitable. It's like I need to just focus on that. But this is a really freaking long video. But it's just a very honest video, bro. It's a very raw video of just this is not for 99.999% of people. That's why 99.9% of traders fail is because you genuinely have to be different to be able to do this. You really have to be different to be able to do this. Like, if you don't have just if you don't believe in yourself more than anyone else in the entire world believes in themselves, then you just can't do this because this profession, this job, this skill will just beat you down. So that's all I pretty much have to say in terms of that. What's up? What's up? Yeah. So that's pretty much what I have to say. Pretty frustrating. But another day in paradise, you know. Again, I'm grateful for a lot of things. I will clip this. I will clip parts of this video when I am successful at trading. I will clip it. It's just hard to explain, especially if someone doesn't trade, but anyone watching this trades, but it's just such a hard place mentally because you just feel like you're beating your head into a wall. And but you can't fail if you don't quit. So I'm just going to keep showing up. Keep learning. Keep trying, you know what I mean? So, tough day, but I'll see you guys tomorrow, Friday, and then I'll post those execution videos like I was talking about. So, it'll be sick. Hopefully we have a good day tomorrow. Probably done for the day trading. Probably should be. But yeah, see you guys tomorrow. Peace.